Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're re-tackling a topic that can feel like a total mystery but is super important for your financial health. Your credit score. It affects everything from getting a car loan to renting an apartment, and even your insurance rates. A low score can feel like a roadblock, but the good news is, it's not permanent. You have the power to change it. So, if you've ever wondered how to give that 3-digit number a serious boost, you're in the right place. We're going to break down 4 powerful, easy-to-implement strategies that can help you build a stronger credit score, starting today. These aren't complicated financial maneuvers. They're simple habits that can make a huge difference. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have a clear action plan to take control of your credit. First up, let's talk about the big one. Credit utilization. This sounds complicated, but it's just a fancy term for how much of your available credit you're using. Imagine your credit card has a $10,000 limit. If you have a $3,000 balance, your utilization is 30%. Lenders see this ratio as a key indicator of how you manage your finances. If you're consistently maxing out your cards, it can look like you're financially stressed, which makes you a higher risk. So, what's the magic number? The general rule of thumb is to keep your credit utilization below 30%. So, on that $10,000 limit, you'd want to keep your balance under $3,000. But honestly, if you can go even lower, that's even better. The real pros aim for under 10%. People with the highest credit scores often use just a tiny fraction of their available credit. How do you actually do this? The most straightforward way is to pay down your balances. But what if you can't pay it all off at once? Focus on the card with the highest utilization ratio first. Another trick is to ask for a credit limit increase. If your limit goes up but your spending stays the same, your utilization percentage automatically drops. Just be careful not to see that higher limit as an invitation to spend more. The goal is to create more breathing room, not to rack up more debt. This single habit is one of the fastest ways to see a positive jump in your score. So it's definitely where you should start. Alright, let's move on to our second strategy. And this one is a game changer for managing that credit utilization we just talked about. The secret is to pay your credit card bill twice a month. I know what you're thinking. Wait, why would I do that? Most people wait for their monthly statement and pay it all off before the due date. That's good, but it's not the most strategic way to play the game. Here's why. Your credit card issuer typically reports your balance to the credit bureaus only once a month, usually on your statement closing date. This means that even if you pay your bill in full every month, your credit report might still show a high balance, depending on when you made your purchases. For example, let's say you spend $2,000 throughout the month and your statement closes on the 25th. Even if you plan to pay it off on the 30th, the credit bureaus will see that $2,000 balance on the 25th. By making 2 payments, you can outsmart this system. Make one payment about halfway through your billing cycle, and a second payment right before your due date. The first payment knocks down your balance before your issuer even reports it. This makes your reported utilization much lower, which can give your score a nice little boost. It also helps you stay on top of your spending. It's a lot easier to manage smaller, more frequent payments than one big lump sum at the end of the month. Set a reminder on your phone for the 15th and the 30th of each month. It's a simple habit that can have a surprisingly powerful effect on your credit score. Our third strategy is perfect for anyone who is new to credit or is looking to rebuild their score from a low point. Let's talk about credit builder apps and secured credit cards. These are fantastic tools, specifically designed to help you establish a positive payment history, which is the single most important factor in your credit score, making up 35% of it. So, what are credit builder apps? These services, like Chime, Self, or Kickoff, work in a few different ways. Some of them essentially give you a small loan that you pay back in installments. You don't get the cash up front. Instead, it's held in a savings account for you. Each on-time payment you make is reported to the credit bureaus as positive activity. Once you've paid it off, the money is released to you. You've built a history of responsible payments and saved a little money in the process. Another great option is a secured credit card. With a secured card, you provide a small cash deposit, usually a few $100s. which then becomes your credit limit. You use it just like a regular credit card, making purchases and paying your bill each month. Because your own money is securing the line of credit, it's very low risk for the bank, making it easy for people with no credit or bad credit to get approved. As you make your on-time payments, the issuer reports this positive behavior to the credit bureaus. After about 6 to 12 months of responsible use, many issuers will even upgrade you to an unsecured card and refund your deposit. It's like credit with training wheels, giving you a safe way to prove your credit worthiness and build that all-important payment history. Finally, let's talk about our fourth and final strategy: being mindful of hard inquiries. This is something that often trips people up. Every time you apply for a new line of credit, whether it's a credit card, a car loan, or a mortgage, the lender pulls your credit report. This is called a hard inquiry, and it can temporarily ding your score by a few points. Now, 1 or 2 inquiries here and there aren't a big deal. The problem arises when you have a bunch of them in a short period. 2 lenders. This can look like you're desperate for credit, maybe because you're in financial trouble. It's a red flag. That's why you should avoid applying for credit you don't really need. Do you sign up for that department store credit card just to get a 10% discount unless you've actually thought it through? It's important to distinguish between hard inquiries and soft inquiries. A soft inquiry happens when you check your own credit score, or when a company pre-approves you for an offer without you applying. These do not affect your score at all, so feel free to check your credit as often as you like using services like Credit Karma or your bank's free credit monitoring tool. The key takeaway here is to be strategic. When you are shopping for a major loan, like a mortgage or auto loan, the credit scoring models are smart. They understand your rate shopping. Multiple inquiries for the same type of loan within a short window, usually 14 to 45 days, will typically be treated as a single inquiry. But for credit cards, each application usually counts as a separate inquiry. So, space out your applications. Do your research. Apply for the card you have a good chance of getting, and then wait at least 6 months before applying for another. Be intentional, not impulsive. So there you have IT4 powerful strategies to boost your credit score. Let's do a quick recap. First, keep your credit utilization low, ideally under 30%, but aim for under 10% if you can. Second, pay your credit card bill twice a month to keep your reported balance down. Third, use tools like credit builder apps or secured credit cards to build a positive payment history. And fourth, avoid unnecessary hard inquiries by being strategic about when and where you apply for new credit. Building good credit is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time and consistency, but by turning these strategies into habits, you will see progress. Your score will start to climb, and a world of better financial opportunities will open up for you. You've got this. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you do miss out on more tips to master your money. Do you have any other credit building tips that have worked for you? Drop them in the comments below. Let's help each other out. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.